technology. It's one word that shoulders a lot of responsibility. So these days when we talk about technology, we have a tacit understanding that we're referring to all of the devices and programs that have grown increasingly interdependent in all of our lives. We are so reliant on technology that when we read stories or watch shows or movies where it's gone, we're looking at, corporate workers turned into savages who are warring tribes, roaming the desert in crazy beefed up trucks, killing each other over a drop of water or gasoline. So I'm not here to endorse the view that we're doomed or that there's any reason to worry. All I'm here to do is emphasize the importance of awareness and boundaries and balance. In fact, this is, I think, probably the most important section on this entire list because it really sets up the path that we have ahead of us, humanity has ahead of us, which is the path of complete trust in technology to solve all of our problems, or the path of our spiritual awareness, development and awareness. Now, we can have both. The important part of this is that we don't lean way too heavily in our technology side, because what that means is that we are inherently devaluing what we are all capable of ourselves. And the more that we're aware of our own capabilities, then inherently we can have a more balanced relationship with technology, because it is assisting us and it is not leading us. Once upon a time, the computer sat in the desk. It was there when you needed it, like a blender. And now essentially everything is computerized, right? Our phones, our cars, our TVs, computers are essential for work, for school, tracking health, dating. And we tend to give a tremendous amount of trust to the companies that make all of this technology because we're told it's going to make our lives better. Everything's going to be easier. Everything's going to be faster. But what we're starting to find out is there are hidden costs. And so that's a really big part of being educated and promoting and supporting awareness in this education is what are the trade-offs. My friend Kate is a teacher, an English teacher. She's been teaching students for over 20 years. And we've talked about this, and she has personally observed the decrease in their well-being, their mental health. The students she has today are very different from the students she had 10, 20 years ago. This should not be news to anyone, but it's important that we acknowledge this and then make changes, okay? And the most that we can do is work on ourselves, but it really starts with acknowledging, recognizing it, and accepting that this is true so we can steer things in the direction that we want to go. I include Neil Postman here because he's a personal favorite. I discovered his books in the mid-90s, and most relevant is one called Technopoly. And he passed away before even social media started, but his perspective on where we're headed was really spot on. And that's why authors like Aldous Huxley with Brave New World and Orwell with 1984 are also still relevant, because they're showing us that it's all very clear where we're headed if we're not careful and we don't take more responsibility for how we're interacting with our technology. So AI is, of course, the brand new product that is being sold to us as being essential and helpful and better. And that alone should be cause for pause, right? I really encourage you to learn a little bit more about being aware of how technology changes our society and has a significant impact on us as individuals.